Hey y'all, it's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot. Woo, 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 woo. We're back. This is our last
final
episode of our Month of Love series.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It has been. And this topic is gonna be fun too. Super fun.
Before we get into it, let's introduce our sip and our shot.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we can't introduce the shot without doing a little introduction.
Let's get it. Let's do
in
it.
A sense. So, this shot is called the Four Horsemen.
Yes.
And it's dedicated to the men's out there in the world because they say we do a lot of man bashing.
Yes.
And for the record, we don't.
You know what? We can't. What is it? We can't tell you how you feel.
You know what? That is true.
We can mansplain some stuff to y'all if need be. No.
This is what we're talking about. This is took a left real quick. The drink is dedicated to the men's.
Yes.
Because they wanted some more uplifting messaging for men out there who might listen to the podcast. So to the brothers,
this is for you.
So Four Horsemen shot is Jack, Jim, Jameson, and Johnny Walker. So it's Jack Daniels, Jameson, Jim Beam, and Johnny Walker. Red Label is in here. All equal parts. This is what my guy friends drink when they used to drink when we were out. Sometimes
they would order this.
Yes, I have one friend in particular who would go to the bar, order it. He's ordered multiples, like pass me one, and I'm like, okay, and then I drink it. And
yeah, I'm not looking forward to this shot at all. I mean, when we were making it, I didn't smell it because I was so far away, and then when I started taking the pictures, I was
you gotta stop sniffing.
I breathed. I took a breath. That was it. It's just wafered. I'm just like
wafting up there.
It's
gonna be an experience. But I'm excited to be on this journey with you.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad. Cheers to
all the things I'm sorry.
Get it together.
I'm just so scared. All right, cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we wish we had.
Clink, clink, clink to the brothers.
This is for y'all.
Fuck yeah. Actually, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
Not bad at all. My tongue is. I can't taste the flavors.
It wasn't bad going down, but it's bad.
What?
I had a shiver. It went. You know what? I don't think because I've had any men.
What? What?
Oh, because I haven't had any men inside of me.
Oh wow! We are 3 minutes into this, and things are heating up, people. I can't believe that was the reasoning you just gave.
Because I'm like, it went down 5, but it was like, bitch, what?
Maybe you just started processing it.
I think it wanted to come back up.
Oh.
I think my body is
rejecting it?
Yeah. That's okay.
Well, okay. All right, next.
So, our topic for today is all about Black love. We had to end our month of love, just celebrating Black love, Black men, Black women, Black relationships,
Black everything. It's our month of love, but it's also Black History Month. It's also
Black History Month, so we wanted to tie that in
and go out with a bang. So our sip, because I was like, I don't know if she's doing this to introduce the sip or not.
I was.
I was like, all right. Our sip is called Vibranium.
From our Black Panther movies.
Yes, from Black Panther. It's got Crown Royal in it, Blue Carousel, something called Gold Scraggler, but we went to the Scaglier, maybe. Don't know what that is. It's definitely not Goldschlager, so don't get that. But we use citrus vodka and some luster dust. So if you see the pictures or the reel that comes out, you'll see the swirl. It's very like Benique. And then it's topped with, it has lemonade in it. And then topped with Sprite. It looks cute.
But we had to do it because Black love is strong like Vibranium.
Yes, the strongest thing in the world.
Cheers.
Cheers. Delicious. Delicious. I think I need more lemonade.
I don't think I taste any of the lemonade.
I don't think I taste anything except for juice. Wow.
Well, I told her to put the extra shot in there, which she did. So it was 4 shots of.
It's not 4 shots. It's just 2 shots per.
Is it?
I did 4 shots. 2 shots for each of us. Whoa. Don't know what the fuck that was. Don't know what that was. I had a weird something.
Is it your glands?
The glands in the back of my mouth did something weird once I finished that shot. I mean the drink. Anywho.
Let's dive into this. So, like we were saying, this is our Black Love episode. This is our tribute to Black Love. Before we really dive in, we did want to let you all know that we had, like, our first interview.
Yes, we did with Alex G. He's a podcast host on Spreaker.
Yes.
Reached out to us because he saw us on Spreaker's
We were featured
Black
as
History
Black
Month.
Voices.
Yeah.
So,
which is exciting in itself.
Yes.
Shout out to Spreaker. But he emailed and Instagrammed and was like, hey, we'd love to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And we did it. And
it was so much fun. I feel like it was our first interview.
Yep.
As a sip and a shot.
Yes.
It was nice to get, it was nice for the recognition from Spreaker. It was nice that our Spreaker mate, as I like to call him, wanted to have us on. The episode came out immediately.
Yeah.
That came out that night.
Something so new for us. And we record on Sundays, post on Wednesdays, take time to edit. It's not that it's much editing done. Just making sure that we're not having awkward pauses. Yeah. All of that's cleaned up. But it was also nice to have somebody else ask questions. And it was a good practice for us to talk about our podcast.
I feel like we
outside
had
of our friend group.
Right. Yes. I feel like we had our elevator pitch ready.
Yeah, we did.
But he didn't need it because he had done his research.
Yeah, she did. Which is cool. It was just fun.
It's called Keeping It G with Alex.
Keeping It Real.
Keeping It Real with Alex G.
Keeping It G.
Keeping It Real
with Alex G.
Alex Garrett. A special shout out to him. Thank you so much for having us on. We had a great time. It was funny because I don't know if we want to say this. We didn't know we were doing it.
We didn't know that we didn't know it was going to be recorded.
Yes. We thought it was just like, hey, what do you want to talk about? Like kind of a planning session.
Yes, rather than a recorded podcast. But you know, we're quick on our toes.
Okay. We did that.
Quick on our toes. And we started so good.
Yes.
It was so professional. And he even said that we lighten the mood compared to what his normal conversations are with people. So, you know, we try to bring that bubbly, excited energy wherever we go.
Everywhere we go.
And, I mean, y'all know. Y'all hear it. You know what's up.
All the time, okay? We are VJ and Jay.
Period. Okay? You get this version of us all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was fun. Hopefully more stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of the year. Moving on up.
All right, let's do this. Black love. What you want to start with, girl?
Love. I think we should talk about what does black love mean to you, or how does it? I guess I don't know how.
Let me get myself. I'm just gonna
get yourself together.
Being honest.
Okay.
Veronica, VJ, all of the above, has been in a very bitter Betty mood.
Yes.
So I am.
Oh,
I'm getting to like the Veronica lovey-dovey part that always annoys you.
Yes.
So I'm gonna turn that on.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say.
You wanna go first?
Our friend. Gotta be careful of the words I use because people know who certain people are.
Right.
I feel like, you know, leading up to this episode, we weren't sure what we were gonna talk about, whatever. But then our friend came in and had like some news to tell us, like something exciting, and I was like, this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Like this, and that, you know, it brought me up was like when your friends are in good situations or starting out new journeys with different people, it always brings it's exciting.
It brings
so
that
exciting.
like 14, 15, 16, like that young teenage.
Yes,
like,
where
oh
you're
my
like,
God,
yeah. I can't believe
it's so exciting. It makes you remember you love love.
Yes, and I am not the lovey-dovey person on this side.
We ran around the damn kitchen, y'all.
Ran spins. Oh my gosh. Okay, just okay. Wait. Okay.
Wait, we're not gonna ask the questions. We're just
I'm gonna bring it down. Okay, I'm excited, but okay, I'm gonna calm down. Okay, so what happened? And I feel like that's what Black love. I think it's a great example for people, but it's also nice to see people that look like you find love compared to what you see in like traditional media.
Yeah. Okay. So what does Black love mean to you?
I don't know that it has like a meaning.
What
you know what I mean? That's what I was like. Black love, it's exciting. I feel like I wish you could see more of it. But I do love when I see it, and when I see it, I feel like it's always teenagers versus like
young,
the early 20-year-olds, because they're the ones posting, I guess, about it.
Yeah.
Versus seeing like adults engaging in it, unless you're watching like a Black film or have Black family members that are in relationships.
Do you think that is because we're like our peers are either like married or scorned?
Two sides of the coin.
Two sides, like they're either married and they kind of have gone past that like newness, that lovey-dovey phase, and have transitioned into like
our generation has gone into the I'm out here dating, but I don't want to share it with the world yet. Like, there's a lot of people that are, I feel like, dating, going through the motions of, getting into relationships, getting out of relationships, all of that stuff, but they're not necessarily being open and expressive about it for the world to see.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just, we just don't see that, I think, as much.
I think the older you get, you kind of just get a little.
Yeah, but I feel like, for me, I'm not like a lovey-dovey person, but I do have like a Pinterest board and an Instagram save things that's like all I'm a wedding planner too. Yeah. So I have like wedding photos or couples photos, because whenever I get a bae, it's going down. Y'all gonna catch these matching pajamas.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do you feel like you're gonna be that like
matching pajamas? We're gonna be a head ass couple.
I ain't mad.
Apple picking. Yep. Did it. Matching flannels. Thank you.
And we're taking pictures.
Like, on hayride.
That's important to me because I like to document my life. But I don't post.
You don't
anyway. Post it.
Y'all might catch them on my Instagram story.
Don't know if I would again. But anyway.
Okay.
We're not going there today. Okay. Well, for me.
Yeah. What's about you?
For me, Black love is. I want to say I kind of grew up on it. So it was very, like, seeing love, seeing marriage, seeing relationships was, I think I took it for granted. Because it was, the majority of my friends were their parents were married or in very serious married. Yeah. And then, of course, you have a few who go through divorce, but, that's what you see, and that's what you want. And you see, for me, Black love is like a partnership. And understanding the struggle that a lot of Black men and women go through. Yeah. And being able to share that and not having to explain it.
Yes.
Is, I think, the foundation of Black love. And also remembering that at one point Black love was illegal.
Yes.
At one point Black love was illegal. I was like, huh?
And then I was like, yeah, I got it. I went immediately to like interracial relationships. I was like,
but remember,
it was. You couldn't marry.
You couldn't marry a Black person. Like, Black people couldn't be married at all. So
and
the
if
fact
you didn't get permission from your owners.
Yeah. And now most people can marry who they want, when they want, however they want, whoever they want, and that should be celebrated.
Yeah, and I think also outside of like couple relationships, Black love generationally. There we go. Or even like Black like friendships. Like you love your friends, you love your family, you love like. I think there's that feeling when you go into a room and there's a bunch bunch of other people in the room, and you see that one other black person, and it's kind of like,
it's always
what's up?
one.
Yeah, it's always one. It might just be you, but then you get lucky. There's another person in there, and it's like you guys have that moment where it's like, I see you see me, I got you. On the left.
Yeah.
Look for me. Please.
I remember my best friend, her dad would do our field trips.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be, because he only had daughters. He
Mm-hmm.
only had her as a daughter. And so he was like, all right, I got my girls. Because he liked being with us. And I remember we went to a museum and he told us, he said, I want y'all to know. We were young, probably like 3rd or 4th grade or something like that. He's like, it's always one of us here. No matter where. Because we had only, I hate to say it, but we had only seen people of different races.
Right.
And he was like, it's always, don't ever worry. If y'all are ever in any situation, there's going to be someone here. So the whole day we're like, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah.
And we are getting ready, like we're towards the end of the trip, and this black man comes walking down the hallway. And he said, all he did was what I tell y'all. And they did like a nod, and it was like, okay, it's a protection.
It is.
Black love also has a protection. A hedge of protection over you that I think.
It's a beautiful thing. When you think about it.
Talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you think about it, it's like in any situation, for the most part, you can go into a room,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not feel comfortable, maybe be uncertain, but it's kind of like you see somebody that looks like you, and it's like, one, we in this together. You automatically have a bond with somebody in a situation. And then it's like, even on social media, where you look at like stuff like growing up, like little memes that people put out or videos, and it's like, how did all of us?
How do we all have the same childhood?
childhood?
How do we? I send my mom things all the time. Like, so she was like, I thought I was the only one that. No. All y'all black mamas did it.
All y'all did that. Okay.
And it's like
all grew up the same.
How black mothers show love to their husbands. Like,
yes.
They all show love, and maybe not. I don't want to say the same way, but like similar ways.
Yeah.
Like we were always able to see that, and then I think the older we get and like seeing it now, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I want it. I want it.
Can't wait, please.
I don't want the foolishness, but the foolishness comes with it.
Yeah, like if we could just start at the
that's the fun part.
It is. Like I just want to skip the what's your favorite color conversation and go to like we're dating
together.
and we're just fill out a form later on. Maybe like I like you, you like me. Vibes. You believe in marriage. You believe in monogamous relationships because you got to put that out there now. You gotta, what's your stance on children? Like, what are we doing? Are you a smoker or drinker?
Is that be on the form, or is that like?
No, that's like the introductory.
Oh, okay.
Smoker or drinker? Oh, drinker. Believe in marriage, monogamy. You want kids? Wonderful. Do you also have any history of abuse and cheating? Okay, cool. We're good. Sign me up. Let's go.
Do you have your passport?
Listen,
that's a big one for me.
You know what? But it don't take long to get your passport.
Okay,
so
fair.
Put that on the form.
Does your mom have a partner?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen? Hold on. Have you seen examples of love,
of positive black relationships?
Yeah, between a man and a woman. For me, between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Between a love partnership.
Yeah. Like, do you have examples in your life of positive relationships? Whether that's parent to child, child to parent, or
parent to
parent.
That's important.
That is important. It goes into the psychology.
I'm dead ass about, does your mother have a partner?
That's get it. Got it.
That needs to be on the
picked it.
How do you feel about abuse?
Yeah. It's like we have to talk about.
Does your mama have a life outside of you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. That's Bitter BJ. Come on back to Lovey Dovey.
We're vibing. We're riding this wave. The drinks are starting to hit. I'm just putting it out there. I'm riding a wave of positive love energy.
That's my favorite thing about love.
What?
And like when you first started in the feel good, and
that honeymoon phase.
Ooh, and the shape up. When I got that
Chris Black. Did you see that video? This guy was talking about when guys get a shape up and they know they look good. You can't tell them nothing.
What you want me to do? Yeah, I can pick that up for you, baby. Okay.
The BDE.
Oh, the BDE.
Through the roof. Chris.
That's only from the brothers.
And you know they're gonna put on a fire outfit.
And you know their cologne.
Okay, can we pause and talk about manly scents? Now,
this is taking a turn.
It's taking a turn, but whatever.
We're about to ride these 4 horsemen right on in.
Wind it up. Anyway, this is our damn podcast. We can talk about
whatever we want.
Okay, this is my show. This is the 2 of us. This is us.
It's BJJ.
Okay,
y'all.
you want us to talk about something different? Talk about it on your own show.
Oh.
Just kidding. You can always email us.
And you can talk about it on this one. We'll listen. Incorrect.
We'll listen.
Anyway, cologne.
I was thinking about my favorite candle scent is mahogany teakwood. And I lit it the other day.
Oh.
And I light it all the time when I get in the shower and at night, and just I love that scent. Like
that masculine.
It's energy. A masculine scent, and I was like, candle smells amazing. Like my candles don't smell like that. I was like, smell like a man, don't it? It smells like a good man, a good hardworking man. like he got a job. He fixed things around the house. You know, he could cook a little bit.
He got a little sweat. He know how to fix the running toilet.
Beard run all the way across.
It connects.
Connecting beard. Okay. It's like he look good, don't he? You just
that's that smell. And then you know, like when you hug a man and you're in his chest, because that's what they spray. They spray it on that neck, chest area. And it's like, for me personally, I like a hard chest, but it can't be too hard. Like I like my little, like I like something to sink into.
The girls are doing something to me. I'm trying to bring myself back. I was listening.
She's sitting here shaking like.
If y'all watch this video on YouTube, y'all good. Give me a second.
You know, just I like something to sink into. You know, just
like
the broad shoulders that wrap around you, and I like the walk.
Yeah,
the walk.
You know what? That's something I'm gonna miss about working in DC. Cause
men walking
in suits. Let me tell you something now. I would text my friends and be like, "Yo, I saw this fine ass man."
It's not even the suits for me all the time.
It doesn't have to be a suit.
It's the sweatpants.
Just of course.
With the sneakers. They don't even gotta be gray, but it's a walk that black men have.
Yes.
I remember watching President Obama walk across the lawn. And it's that like that, whoo.
Like, you know, it's
swag.
There's a swag, there's a confidence.
And it's not taught. It's inherent.
It's something that is, I feel like, or maybe it is taught. Like, you see those videos of the little boys with their dads, and he's like, it's that splat. It's that splat. You're like, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
But I mean, I don't think dads are sitting there. Like, I think it might be mimicked and then created into
I think
their
it's
own
like
way.
Energy that's taught. Like, that little boy, you know, somebody in his life is like, he got this splat.
Remember the
like,
the little boy who was whose father was a Kappa and they got married, and then he's sitting there doing the strolls
and he's rolling them shoulders,
and it's just like, go ahead, baby.
Get it.
And the dad is just standing there. He's like, oh, that's fine.
That's me right there.
I love it.
Come on.
And I like seeing the daddies with their daughters. I like seeing it from afar. I don't need it in my life, but I like seeing it from afar. I'm gonna put that out there.
This way, my face is blocked by it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, all of that stuff is beautiful. I think that there's a lot of beautiful elements to the black experience that is not necessarily shown.
Yes.
All the time. And black love can embody a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like, even like you get into Black Boy Joy. I love it. That. Like, I can watch those videos all day long.
I like seeing
especially that little boy that was like, and his mom was lighting the fireplace, and he was like, Abracadabra. Yes. She was like, boop on. He was like, I did it.
And allowing the babies to be babies.
Yeah,
I like seeing that. I know, like, it's been I don't want to call it a movement, but there have been a lot of, like, hashtag black dads.
Yes.
On social media, and, like, seeing them with their kids, and their kids being super comfortable, and then when they're getting to that, like, middle school, teenage age, they're still being, still being comfortable. Like, it's a boy who went viral. Like, he's gone viral doing dances with his mom and dad.
Yeah.
And his dad is all in it.
He's
Like,
like,
he's
I'm
all
here.
in it. You know, it's not like the dad you kind of see about it, like, kind of comes home, goes to sleep, and just chills out. No, he's like, we're all doing this. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of misconception in like the role of black fathers, and I'm glad that social media is now available so that we know it as like a community, but now the rest of the world can see like, oh,
no, black dads are here.
Yeah. And if we see a commercial without no black daddy and it's just a mom and a kid sitting at the dinner table, we're gonna be like, excuse me. Y'all need to run that commercial. Cut that out. Refilm it. I don't know what you gotta do, but that's gotta go. Cause nice try. Nice try. You better put a black daddy at that table because I had one in mine.
Okay. Every day. Every day. Which I have learned is a blessing.
It is definitely
a blessing. It's a blessing.
Definitely a blessing.
We gotta make the switch because we could talk about our love of black men, black family
all day long.
All day.
Do you have a favorite celebrity black couple?
A favorite? I mean, I feel like the easy one is of course Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah, even with all their drama.
With all their drama, I want to say Claire and Heathcliff Huxtable.
I was thinking them too earlier.
Really?
Yeah, they were on my list.
That's what I want to say. For me,
I
know there's a lot of controversy with Bill Cosby.
Yes.
But Heathcliff Huxtable.
In that show, in the sanctity of
The Cosby Show,
that relationship is something I grew up like, oh my gosh. This is such a fun house.
Yeah.
These are such amazing parents. They're so cool. Even when they got in trouble, it was still like
the thing that I loved the most about it wasn't all about the kids.
Yes.
It was also about them as a married couple.
Like their dynamic.
And them liking each other and loving each other and being able to joke with each other and being vulnerable with each other and being able to tell you what I need. Like,
yes,
you weren't listening to me. And he was like, yeah, I was listening. You know, you weren't listening to me because if you were listening to me, then you would have known what I said. Well, what did I say? So when you talk about who's listening, but you know, like that's what kind of goes with it. And it was a great example of being able, as a black woman, being able to have a career, have children, and have a husband who loves you, who was riding for you, and who comes home, puts your legs on top of his legs and gives you a foot massage. Okay, it tells the kids to go somewhere else. Because daddy got to be with mom. Because daddy's home. Okay? Daddy is home.
Back when there was a lot of black people on television. Now things are a little different. Where you don't have as many black relationships. Like even Martin and Gina. And that like relationship of like a couple that you saw them like just starting out. Not even like fully living together yet. Yeah. Then they move in together and all the ups and downs in the relationships. That episode where Gina was like, I'm leaving. He was like, then get to stepping. And she go open that door and close. He was like, no. That show is gold.
We like it.
Yeah.
Who's
the funny thing is I had a couple in mind. I was like, easy. John and Chrissy. And I was like, Chrissy Teigen is not black. And I was like, hot.
Chrissy's not black.
She's not, but they're a top.
Is it bad that they're a top couple?
They're a top
POC couple.
Yeah, POC couple.
POC couple.
People of color couple. top of my list.
Who's another like cool black, like real life couple?
Oh, real life couple? I was gonna say Iman and Tiana Taylor.
Yes! Yes!
I was like,
that young black family love and like,
I think a lot of it's very unorthodox. Like if you think about their wedding, very like, you know, leather jackets and bandanas, and they, you know, they just got married. They're like, we're just getting married, we're doing it. The birth of Junie, not in a hospital, Iman delivering her.
I remember hearing him on the phone and just hearing that like fear, but like, I have the baby.
I got it. It's fine.
And just knowing she, like, you can see and knows that she trusts him with her life.
Yes, I really wish that the show lasted longer.
Yeah. 2,
their GQ interview where they do the questions.
So cute.
And she was like, "What's my favorite movie?" And he knew it. He was like, "What's my second favorite movie?" Knew it. Third favorite movie? Knew it. And I was like, you better know about your girl.
Her allowing him to be him, because he was like, oh, with the... because that's who he is.
Yes,
and her not trying to change him.
Their energy as like a celebrity couple and being as open with their relationship as they are is amazing, and I love it. And their top, I just follow Tiana Taylor. I usually follow the female of the couple compared to the guy. Like I follow Chrissy Teigen, Tiana Taylor, Beyonce. I do follow Barack.
Right.
But you got Barack because you gotta.
Who do you non-celebrity? Do you have like a favorite non-celebrity?
Non-celebrity. I feel like it's anybody in my family.
Okay.
Because like my grandparents are still together on my mom's side. They would have been still together on my dad's side, but my grandfather passed away.
Yes.
But my
I think I'm sure like the actress.
Yeah, my energy of it all. But they are great. I don't think I have a favorite couple, like friend-wise, like on my same level.
Yeah.
I am very excited for my friends that have recently gotten engaged and are planning weddings. I did request from that friend group, that group chat, that, I pray that somebody gets engaged each year. So then I have a wedding to go to.
Instead of plan.
I mean, I will plan. I will help them out. But I would like to be able to attend a wedding and not stand on the wall for the dancing portion like I normally do at weddings that I'm working. Yeah, and be able to dress up and not wear black. Like I gotta wear black to work. Black outfit, basic makeup, comfortable shoes. I want to be able to go in like a regular dress and be like,
and have to take your heels off.
Yeah, have to take my heels off. Be like, eat with everybody else, not eat in the back room by myself. Like the help. I mean, I don't eat by myself, but I eat with other vendors. But it's fine. I just want that.
You don't have your friends.
I don't have my friends. I'm going to eat with my friends.
I got you.
What about you?
I would say my favorite couples right now, like two of my cousins are married. One has been married for almost 10 years. And another one has been married for almost 8 years, I want to say. And and then my good friend, my roommate, she's been married with almost 4 years now. We just did that math. So those are some of my favorite couples, only because they decided to. Oh, and then I do have a friend who just recently got married. We talk about married couples or relationships. We'll talk about married. Who just got married last year. They are my favorite because they decided to take that chance on marriage. Yes. And marriage can be such a scary thing to do. And because they decided to kind of take that leap and they found someone, or they allowed someone to find them, because I'm real big on that, baby, okay? Them husbands found their wives. Okay? They ain't let them go. They clicked them down.
Open the door for them, and here they came.
So I think marriage is very scary, especially being women who don't necessarily need marriage. Yes. There are some women who need marriage, and there are some women who don't, who desire marriage. Yeah. And
I don't need you, but I want you.
Right. So I think they're my favorites because they decided to take that step and realize all the ups and downs. And dating, as long as we dated, it's really easy to bow out. Yeah. It's real easy to be like, you know what? This level of foolishness and craziness, or like, what in the world? I ain't gotta deal with it.
I'm at the age where I don't have to deal with this anymore. And that goes to the don't need it, but like want it.
But want
like,
it, yeah.
I can
yeah, but they, and just in conversations with them, and they're like, they'll of course they say marriage is not easy. But what I always tell them is, as long as you keep choosing that person, that's all. It doesn't have to be easy. It's like a choice, and you know that there's love, and you can see the love. Like, we have friends having babies now, and you can see, like, when I hang out with Ty and her husband, and I see their daughter run to her dad, and she's just like all over her dad, and it's so like you cute. Can see, like, that's love. Yes. And a lot of that love is from the love he gives her mom. Yes. So that is why
that's what I was like, it's always a choice. That's what my mom told me. She was like, every day you gotta, you sure can. Every day you gotta wake up and choose to be in that relationship, choose to make things work, choose to be the best person you can be in order to be the best wife or husband for that person. And I think that's important. Always. Do you want to talk about the recent films that came out?
Let's
focusing
talk
on Black
about.
love.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Listen now, y'all know I don't watch.
She's not a
romance.
lovey-dovey.
I'm not a lovey-dovey. We said that before. I'm not a romance film person. I have not seen The Notebook. Sue me, whatever.
I always forget because it's so crazy to me that she doesn't. Okay, well, the most recent one that came out was Malcolm and Marie.
Malcolm and Marie.
Did you watch it?
No. You want to know why? Because I don't need a reminder of what a toxic relationship looks like. Been there, done that, check it off my list. I don't want to go back. If you go show me some love story, let me watch To All the Boys, okay? Which I'm doing a really good job of not watching in order to watch with my friends.
Yes.
But I did have a conversation with my friend who's also a psychiatrist last night about
what did she say?
And she was like, it's a toxic. She was like, one is a toxic relationship,
Yeah.
and two, she was just like, the only part that got her was that the things that they were saying sounds like something a white person wrote for a black person to say. Like, instead of it being like a black relationship from a black perspective, it's a relationship that two people are acting out from a white perspective. She was like the cinematography was beautiful. It looked gorgeous. It was amazing.
It gave Spike Lee vibes. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah. She was like, it was a beautifully done film. She was like, the acting was amazing. Like, you could win awards for the acting that was in there. But she was like, when it came down to the language, what they were saying, it did not sound like a black person wrote it. It sounded like a white person wrote it from a black perspective. And then I had to Google earlier to be like, well, let me double check.
Well, who were the writers?
It was a white man.
Interesting. Because I definitely didn't get that vibe. Because I actually watched it.
Yeah, I didn't. She said, I actually watched it.
I didn't go the psychology route.
You know, it's hard to, when you work
when you work in that field, it's kind of like how you see it. How I saw it was, my main takeaway from it was only the person you love can hurt you in that way.
That's true.
So there were a lot of parts where and I think that's kind of what makes love universal, even though that's not what we're talking about. But the person you love the most is who the can hurt you that way. Yeah. My only, I want to say, differing opinion is in the field. What I've learned is people in different fields, like someone of an artistic mind, like a musical acting mind, they think differently than we do.
They do,
which is why y'all know.
That's what I was like. People
and they process.
Everybody
and are able to speak and are probably a little bit more dramatic. Because I've had conversations with musicians and I'm just like,
there's a lot happening.
There's a lot happening here.
There's a lot going on here.
I'm not gonna let you do that, but you know.
Yeah, I think there's a difference. Well, any person you deal with is the chances of them having a different perspective because they've grown up in a different environment is high. Yeah. And I think that's why you have friends that you could be like, well, hopefully your friends, like, I'm the person to be like, okay, well, wait a second. Now,
you're a good devil's advocate.
I'm like, let's break this down. Or like, that's not a logical argument. Like, I get what you're saying. I understand why you're hurt.
I hate her for that shit.
You sound a little crazy, friend.
But I did always trust you to be like, am I tripping? And you can be like,
you need a reality check friend. And I have a lot of friends that text me to be like, okay, I'm trying to figure out if this is crazy or not. Yeah. And if I need to go off. If you need to go off, I'm going to sound the alarm.
I wish y'all could have heard our conversations because I'm like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going off.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know this is not me giving you advice. This is me just giving you my opinion.
From what I can hear.
From what I can hear, from what I understand, because I'm outside of the relationship. And you can choose to do with it what you want.
That unbiased opinion.
That unbiased opinion. Outside looking in. Baby girl, I think you tripping. Oh, baby girl, you better run upside one. You better go up one side and come down the other. Yes, you better read him for Phil because he got you fucked up and he got us all fucked up. Yeah. Because the gang will come out.
But you know what? You know what we're doing differently in our next relationships?
What?
Not sharing.
I think we have a good rule of, if you are in a long-term serious relationship and you are in a situation that makes you upset, but you do not want to leave, you know you're not going to leave, you know what? Leave your friends out of it.
Yeah.
Work on it within your relationship, because it's like, I'm gonna hold that grudge. And there's been times where I'm like, this is what, do you remember this time? Or what about this time? Or what about that time? I hear you, friend. I understand. You miss him. But let me tell you how raggedy this person has been in our relationship. Because I do put my friend's relationship. I ain't got one. I gotta go to something. I gotta be in something. And he was like, let me tell you how raggedy the situation was in actuality, because I know you remember the good stuff, but let me run down the bad list.
Yeah.
And then you can make that decision for yourself. And that's on Black Love Friends Edition. Black Love Friends Edition. Make that a card game, somebody.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, so another black film that I really love that came out this past year was I'm Good. Thank you so much.
You know what? Lemonade?
No. Or, yeah.
It's just Lemonade. It's just a smidge.
Sylvie's Love. When you brought up The Notebook.
Yeah. I watched that.
Because for me, I don't know if you agree. Well, you couldn't agree.
I couldn't agree.
Sylvie's Love to me was like a black version of The Notebook. And
I'll take that.
Seeing black love in that way, because it took place in, I want to say, like the 50s and 60s. Seeing like someone give up
career,
like all of it, or like figuring out how to make it work. I think I talked about this before. The thing about Sylvie's Love for me was I was so waiting for like the other shoe to drop.
Yes,
like, something like I thought that a police officer was gonna pull him over and kill him.
Someone was gonna die.
I thought like he was gonna go to jail. I just thought so much, and to have a
movie that's
just all about the love
yes.
of a couple. And love comes with so many different ups and downs. Love comes with the highest of highs, and I can't go to the lowest of lows, but I can go kind of low.
Being in love for the sake of
being in love.
Not that side of it, but like completing life, like ticking a box where it's like she was in a relationship, like she loved somebody. And he went away because I love you, I don't want to hold you back from anything. And then being in the next relationship, ticking that box to be like, yep, I have a husband. Yes, I have a child. Yes, I'm, even though the kid, I don't know if y'all gonna watch it. I'm not gonna do any spoilers.
Yeah. Have a child.
Have a child. You tick all the.
Like that?
I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm just saying. Don't want to. I'm trying to give you the hint. Let's not do spoilers.
Okay.
I'm trying to communicate with you, bitch. Trying to communicate.
Okay.
And I think we don't have a lot of movies that focus on black love. Like, there's a lot of memes that are out there, or like tweets about Black History Month, and it's like, let's celebrate black voices, but it's a bunch of slavery films. We don't have a lot of examples that are positive. That's like, our story as a black person or black community is so much more than just the trials and tribulations that people have gone through. I enjoyed Sylvie's Love because it showed a different side of it, where it's like, I am waiting for a cop or something racist to happen. Like, he leaves and I'm like, oh, he ain't coming back because there was a riot or like, segregation, like things like that was supposed to happen, and I'm glad we were okay.
And then also the go and get your man aspect of it, like, that he loves you and you love him, and like, go and get your man, like, go get your girl back.
Go for it.
Like, if you know that's your wife, go get her.
And give it 100%. Now, let me talk about, I'm just going to talk about communication in all these films. Because it's lacking. Lacking. Communication is my biggest relationship, like, thing. Where it's like, in a good relationship, you need communication. Because when you don't have good communication, issues arise. You're not necessarily telling each other the truth. You aren't hearing each other.
You can't over-communicate. That's what I've learned. You can't
over-communicate. Tell them what you're thinking. Tell them what you want to see. Just say something and be as open and honest as possible. And it's like, every time I watch a film, whether it's black, white, Puerto Rican, whoever.
Or Asia.
Puerto Rican or Asian. Whatever. It always, a lot of stuff comes down to the lack of communication.
Yes.
Where it's like, just tell them
That was
you
the thing
miss
with
them.
Malcolm and Marie. It's like a lot of stuff could have been avoided if
Yeah.
you would have just said, "Hey, babe, this is what I want." And then after, for me, it's like after you say that, then you give them an opportunity to either make the change or
Yep.
do what it is that you ask, or
Yep.
like you figure that out together. But no one knows what anyone is thinking. Like you have to.
Nobody's
to talk.
a mind reader. And I think that's the biggest issue. It's like, oh, well, they know me, so they should know that I don't. No.
Yeah, but
That's
like sometimes
not-
you don't know you, and you change and you grow and you figure out different
Yes.
things and you learn different things and your mindset changes. So communicate that.
Yeah, my thing is, you don't teach anybody right or wrong by mind sending, like, hey, don't touch the stove. It's hot. You don't send that through you're like telecommunication waves to be like, hey, you say, hey, don't do that because you're going to get hurt. Hey, don't do that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And if you don't do that and then you get upset and you don't want to tell them, oh, you should know. You should know why I got an attitude. All of that, problematic.
You practice that, girl.
No, because I get a lot of friends relationship advice. A lot of times I have to be like,
did you tell him?
did you tell him that? Did he choose to ignore what you were telling him? My thing is always, if I tell you I have a problem with it and you continue to do what I tell you I have a problem with, actively, you're disrespecting me. But I'm single, so. It's great advice. I don't know how it works in a relationship, but it's great advice. Like, if somebody is actively choosing to do something that you know bothers you, like, I'm not going to do some shit that I know bothers you. Am I tripping? Is that crazy?
No, it's not. I'm just going to give you that easy. No, it's not. But I know a lot of the advice that I've given friends was give, especially because a lot of my women friends come to me, and there will be some complaints where I'm like, okay, have you told him? Now give him an opportunity to change it.
Yes,
but he's not going to change in his way. He's going to change. He's not going to change in your way.
Yes,
because he is an individual, just as you are.
Yes.
So you have to allow him to be him in an effort to give you what you want.
There's a lot of, I feel like, trial and error to dating, and learning. Period. Like you take tests at school because you gotta learn.
You come up with these analogies.
Listen, analogies is my analogy game. But it's like, when you're in school, you learn things and then you take a test. And I'm not saying test your partner. Please don't bring that energy here.
At this age, don't test me.
You don't have to. But it's like you have to give somebody a chance to learn and apply what they have learned in a situation.
And also realize that you may be, like, it might be you. Like, what you're asking for might not be.
Right. I was like,
reasonable.
They might not have grown up in a situation that makes sense.
Right.
Like, they might not see examples like you've seen examples. They might not look at a situation and see the same things. That's why communication is so important.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, this is how I interpret things when you do it a certain way.
Yeah.
Let's figure out a path forward and go from there.
But you know what? We're speaking very logical, but when you're in a relationship,
none of it's logical. So
sometimes you gotta turn up on that ass.
Sometimes you do. But before you get crazy check. Crazy check.
No.
Is that what we called it? What do we call it?
I don't know what you called it.
When we would be like, hey, friend, can you
dial it back?
Can you check to see if I'm tripping?
Is it me?
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do one of, I feel like sometimes you have to do one of those.
But I think after, and I've heard, I'm not going to say I've learned, because I don't know if I'm going to apply it to the next one. But sometimes you have to show that little bit of crazy. Sometimes you got to turn up. And I would tell
advice my mother has given me.
I would tell her sometimes, like, I know it's crazy, but sometimes I gotta show him that it can get crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm real cool. I'm real chill. I love you, and but you think I'm playing with you.
You got me fucked up. And
I see a challenge. So let me give it to you. Challenges
on her side are problematic. Let me tell
you know what I think the other part is, and this is another thing that I tell my friends, is having that comfortability of knowing that, especially married couples or anyone in a very serious relationship where the goal is marriage. For me, I know, like, when I argue, I don't ever argue out of fear that we're not going to be.
Yes.
Let me rephrase that. I didn't argue out of fear
you have
that we're not going to be in a relationship.
It's a secure relationship, and you should be able to express your points without fear of the relationship ending, as long as there's no low blows.
I was like turned up. I was getting ready to let y'all know something.
My mom's advice is always they have to be spicy enough to keep things interesting, keep them on his toes, but sweet enough to keep them. Like, if you turn it all the way up,
all the time,
you gotta let's have a little balance. And when I say turn it up, that is not being putting your hands on somebody.
Say that again for the people in the back.
For turning it up, going in does not mean putting your hands on somebody. Does not mean breaking dishes or any items that belong to somebody or belong to yourself.
Come on now.
Well,
I broke my glasses.
It was like no. Doesn't
That's
matter.
abusive.
Doesn't matter. You should be able to have an argument or, be a little spicy, a little moist, caliente on somebody. Did I say it right? The alcohol is hitting.
I got it.
Muy caliente.
Come on, Black love.
Okay.
Because black comes in all shades, baby.
Okay. Any shade. Any ethnicity. You black, baby. Being able to do that in a healthy sense, or just spice things up in your relationship, say a little sassy comment every once in a while, but be sweet and be supportive and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
At the same time, you gotta find balance.
It has to be a balance in everything.
Balance without breaking phones, or stalking anybody, or blowing up somebody's car, or slashing tires.
Or keying,
or busting windows out of somebody's car.
Well, let's turn this back to our positive black love.
I'm just saying. Listen. Some people might need advice. We got people all the way in some other countries.
International.
We got somebody out in Tanzania that be listening to us, so I need to let our Tanzanian friend know. Hey, sis. Hey, bro. You don't have to go that route. Just talk it out. You have anything else for black love?
Like we were always saying, black love is a beautiful thing, and it's beautiful how it's being shown.
Yes.
It's beautiful how it's being shown.
I hope to see. I know I'm gonna see more of it. I don't hope to see more of it. I know I'm gonna see more of it. Because
that was the thing we talked about in our interview, where it's like we want black voices and black love to be so out there, but for lack of better words, that it's just normal.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be defined or like pointed out. It's like, oh yeah. This is normal.
Like taboo, like something, it's like, oh my gosh, a black dad, bitch. Regular.
That Johnny hitter. I don't know if y'all caught that Johnny hitter. That's wow. Okay.
I can't.
Yeah, it's there.
I mean, my eyes have been low since I took a couple sips of that drink, and I'm just like,
I feel like my face is red.
Feeling it all, whole body is just lifted.
Well, let's end this.
Let's wrap it up. Black love forever.
Yeah. Listen, we're closing out that's how we close out our month of love.
That is how we close out our month of love.
Okay, we did. We had y'all for the date ideas for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, date ideas, gift ideas.
We had something for the single ladies out there. We had something for y'all, self-care. We had our social media, get you a little chuckle through the month of love.
A little kiki.
And also some dating app stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's our girl. She gonna have it. So
sign her up.
And we're gonna end y'all with black love.
Yeah.
And remembering that it's beautiful and it's something to hold on to and cherish, and like we said, normalize it.
Yeah. And that's black love even outside of relationships, if you know, you're whoever you're dating, it doesn't matter. But in the Black community, as long as we are loving on each other and, you know, vibing with each other and expressing our joy of each other, we're gonna be all right. I mean, we always been all right because we're resilient, but we gonna be extra good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all. It's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip